Yo, I'm Bob, into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, happen to be totally blind since birth. Gonna be unboxing another action figure from NECA's The Last Ronin subline, and this is the last Karai. She is, yes, from The Last Ronin. I would imagine she probably looks quite a bit older than the other Karais. This is, of course, set in that futuristic dystopian timeline in which there's only one turtle remaining. He's out for revenge because his brothers have fallen. And yeah, Karai is from this particular comic. I believe it's a miniseries. I was able to get one summary from the first issue, but the rest, there don't really appear to be any summaries online, so I didn't really get much of a look at Karai. I don't even know if she was in the first issue, but I really liked the character, so it was kind of cool being able to nab the action figure. So here she be in her figure tray. She's got another head sculpt, it looks like. All right, there she is. I wonder if she's mellowed out in her. Is she middle aged now? I don't even know how old she is in the in the new. Well, it's not even new. In the miniseries. Yeah, well, I'm going to pause this, break her out of her figure tray, and we'll have a closer look. Thank you for letting me know where that pause button in VDA is.
Stop taking pause.
Because, yeah, I wouldn't want to stop the video. Oh, he's a lifesaver, the screen reader.
Space. Resumed.
All right, here's Karai. Out of the packaging. So out of all three action figures I've gotten of Karai so far, this outfit, and it's only guesswork on my part, but it looks, you know, kind of maybe like business attire. I don't know. You know, the Ninja Karai from Super 7, in which he was wearing foot attire, you could definitely tell that was Foot Clan gear. Here, I don't know. It just looks like she's wearing possibly maybe business attire. I don't know. It doesn't really look like foot attire to me. I'm not sure what her status is here in the new timeline. There's really not a lot of info in terms of what she was up to. I guess if you read the comics, you can probably figure that out. I'm not able to, but there are probably summaries on YouTube I could probably look up. But I like trying to read what I can, you know, on certain wiki pages and whatnot, if I can help it. It looks like she's wearing a bandana here. Little ties going down the back of her head. Some kind of hairband there. Not a bad action figure. So her hands, she has several different sets, of course. She has her splayed hands attached when you get her out of the packaging. So she's just kind of, yeah, got them splayed here. Of course, she's Shredder's adopted daughter. I would imagine she's probably just as sinister in the future timeline as she is, you know, present day.
Pause video. Pause vid space. Resume.
So I'm not really sure how to get her to display her sword and scabbard, but she does have this here that you can actually strap it to her back, but it really doesn't want to stay on there. So if I did try to strap this to her back, it would probably fall off. You can take the head off and try to, you know, have it going across her chest, but the hair kind of gets in the way of the scabbard. So I mean, in terms of the sword and the scabbard, I'm probably just gonna have to show it like that. But yeah, it does come with a scabbard if you want her to just kind of have it tucked away somewhere on her back, preferably, I guess. I mean, if you're able to get her to have that going around her back. I might actually be able to get her hair to kind of hold that strap beneath it. I don't know how well that would work, though.
Pause video recording button. Space. Resume.
Alright, so Karai has an alternate head. And Big Bad Toy Store's box contents label it as her yelling head. So yeah, you can, even if you're totally blind, you can tell that's a yelling head because that mouth is just wide open there. She is mad at something. Maybe her grandson? He's in the comic as well. So I don't know if she's still... If she still has a high position in the Foot Clan, I would imagine she could possibly. So she has a throwing knife, according to the box contents here in her left hand. I like that little knife. Almost looks like it needs a rope attached to the handle. So she can do a little bit of Scorpion for Mortal Kombat if she wants to. Yeah, I had a friend who had a Scorpion. I think he was like 10 to 12 inches. My friend Ryan bought him at one point. So that knife looks like it needs a little rope attached to it. Not that it does. I think it would be cool. So of course she has her sword in her right hand. She comes with another gripping hand, which doesn't really hold the sword that well. I'm not sure why she has a second right gripping hand. It goes into that right wrist port. Might have something to do with the throwing knife, although she can hold it just as well in the left hand. So that's a really wicked little knife that she has. I like it better than the sword. I don't know why. It just looks like a cool little weapon she can wield. She gets mad at a subordinate. She could just chuck that little thing, and I mean, she does look mad. So she's probably getting ready to throw the knife. I wouldn't imagine she'd throw the sword, although she could. And she has a little locket. You're probably not going to be able to see that. It's either a little locket or a little necklace that she has on around the neck. It does come off, but I don't want to lose it. It's a very, very, very small accessory there. But it was attached to her ball joint right out of the packaging, so I'm just going to leave that on there. Had to be really careful when I exchanged her head for her yelling head.
Stop taking. Pause video record. Space. Resume.
Right, so Karai has two fisted hands. I've only got one of her fisted hands attached. I have attached that to her right wrist port, although she has a left one too. But I mean, if you've seen one fisted hand, you've seen them all. So yeah, she's got her fisted hand going, but she's not ready to let go of that knife yet. You know, she's got some subordinates to reprimand here. She's mad at something. I mean, yeah, that's about all she wrote for Karai. I do like the new outfit that they have her in. I can't describe it, of course, but it doesn't look necessarily like she's wearing ninja garb, although she very well could be. I don't know. I picture her, I don't know, doing some kind of business meeting during the day. Very powerful. Possibly a business suit. I don't know what kind of suit that is. Although, I mean, if she comes with weapons, this is definitely a getting down and dirty suit too. Because I mean, she's got the knife, she's got her sword ready to go, she's got fisted hands, she's ready to throw down because I mean that mouth is just, you know, doing its yelling thing. she's got a fist balled up, so you do not want to throw down with Mistress Karai here. She's ready to take on the Last Ronin, I guess. Or maybe her grandson. She might not be too happy with him. I forget his name, Nagi or something. I don't know if he was in the first issue or not. I don't think he was. But it really does seem like a really cool series. The comics, I don't think they make audio adaptations of them at all. Of course, they're not in Braille. But the concept of the series is really appealing to me. And hopefully one of these days we'll get, I think we might be getting an R-rated movie or something. I don't know if it's going to be animated or what. It's been kind of floating around for a while now that it's coming, which I will be taking a gander at that, no matter if it's, you know, animation, live action, because it's bound to have audio description. So I'm definitely going to check that out. The weapons in this timeline look really awesome. I've liked the flying mouser that we got to take a look at with the Senja Patrol bot, and you know, the Foot Enforcer's crazy extendable arms and, you know, his sword and all that stuff look really interesting. So I would definitely go for a Last Ronin movie if we get one. Surely we will at some point. A lot of people tend to really like this particular story arc. So yeah, I'd watch one. Why not? Anywho, next time we're going to be taking a look at the Last Ronin himself, armored, and video after that we're going to be taking a look at the Last Ronin unarmored. Each of them have various accessories, you know, one different from the other from what I've seen. So yeah, I've got both versions. We'll be taking a look at armored Last Ronin next time. So be here for that, and until then, I'll hear you later.
Stop.